South Korea's vibrant port city of Busan is bidding for the 2030 World Expo, and along with the strong support of the government and the Korean public, Busan also has a passionate team of foreign friends seeking to bring the global event to this part of the world. So who are the members of Busan's Expo Friends? What are some of their Expo promotional activities for Busan? And what are their thoughts regarding Busan's prospects? Welcome to Issues and Insiders. Today, we have a panel of special foreign friends who are hoping to bring the 2030 World Expo to Korea's southern port city of Busan. For more, I have Farnaz Pirasteh live on the line. Farnaz, it's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
I also have Jaiswal Shriya joining the session virtually as well. Jaiswal, a pleasure as well.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Right, Farnaz, let's start with a brief introduction about yourself, including the occasion behind your current residence there in Busan.
Well, I'm Farnaz Pirasteh. I'm from Iran, Isfahan city. I came to Korea in 2013 with a scholarship to do my master's at Pukyong National University in Busan in data science field. I got a master's of engineering and then started working. Well, before coming to Korea, my plan was just to do my master's and maybe leave to another country after graduation. But after a while, I realized this city and this country has a lot to explore, and I actually need to stay more. And here I am. After 10 years, I'm still here. Well, while I was here, I contributed in different activities and projects in Busan. I worked at BFM, Busan English Broadcasting, as a reporter with my weekly live segments. I was an interpreter and reporter at Busan International Film Festival, BEEF, and started teaching Iran language and culture at Busan Global Center for the first time in South Korea. And in 2016, we traveled to Iran with EBS production team for Themes Around the World show to make a documentary which was on air in 2016. And I had the honor to collaborate with Busan Tourism Organization and Korea Tourism Organization in different promotional programs. And well, we also have a small but amazing Iranian community here in Busan, and I'm honored to be the founder and president of ICB Iranian community in Busan. Well, Busan gave me a chance to have a lot of experience, and that's only one of the reasons I love this city.
I see. Good to know, Farnaz. Meanwhile, Jaiswal, what about you? What brought you to Korea from India?
Actually, I came to Korea from India to pursue masters in dentistry, and I was drawn to the country's rich culture, advanced technology, and welcoming people. Korea is known for its innovative developments in various fields, and I wanted to experience firsthand how these advancements have shaped the country's progress. Additionally, I was eager to learn the Korean language and explore the unique customs and traditions of this beautiful country.
Right, I see. Now, Farnaz, as you mentioned, you've been in Busan. This is your 10th year there in Busan. That being said, what do you believe is the appeal of life in Busan for foreigners?
Well, Busan has been a great city for me to live. Well, it's been 10 years I'm here. When I moved here for my master's degree in 2013, as I mentioned, my plan was just to stay here for 2 years and leave. But what I found, and what many foreigners who move here find, is that Busan is a vibrant, multicultural city with so much to do. I've actually never been bored here. The closeness to nature means that I can be outside all year, away from the city noise. And well, the city is full of great places to experience. Many cafes, as right now we're watching one of the beautiful cafes next to the ocean. And wherever we can go and relax and work for whole day. Beaches, temples, such as Yonggongsa, by the ocean, and many festivals and exhibitions. My friends usually ask me what season is the best to come to Korea and come to Busan to see more festivals and lively atmosphere. And I always tell them, whenever you come to Busan, there are a lot going on in this city. Spring with gorgeous cherry blossoms, and beautiful spots for cherry blossoms. Summer is refreshing for beaches such as Haeundae Beach, which is the most famous beach in Korea. Fall with the colorful trees and big festivals such as Busan International Film Festival and Gwangali fireworks, and winter with remarkable Christmas decorations, which I really love, especially at like Nampodong and Haeundae Beach. For me personally, Busan has given me opportunities that I would have never had if I probably had stayed in my home country, and it's the same for many foreigners as I always talk to them. Despite the fact that there's still work to do on the aspect of residency and ease the life for foreigners here in Korea, but Busan announced last year their plan to become the country's first official English-friendly city where usage of language will be encouraged, which I'm sure brings many changes in aspects of easier life and opportunities for foreigners here in Busan.
Right, hopefully, of course. And Jaiswal, what was your first impression of Busan?
Well, I totally relate with Farnaz. My first impression of Busan was overwhelmingly positive. I was struck by the beautiful coastline and the vibrant energy of the city. The people were friendly and welcoming, and I immediately felt like I'm at home. As someone who loves to explore new places and cultures, I was excited to discover the many attractions and hidden gems that Busan has to offer. Overall, my first impression of Busan was one of the excitement and anticipation, and I knew right away that I would love my time here.
Right. All right, then, moving forward. Farnaz, do walk us through, briefly, your joining of Expo Friends as a foreign delegate in support of Busan's bid for the 2030 World Expo.
Well, it was an honor for me to join Expo Friends more than a year ago, I guess. Since then, we did a lot of activities and promotional programs and created so many contents to show support for Busan's bid to host 2030 World Expo. Before joining Expo Friends, I was creating contents on my social media, specifically on my Instagram, and basically so many of my friends and my audience got to know Busan more through my contents. I always thought Busan is a unique, special city, and the more I traveled around the world, the better I realized this city has the potential to be more well-known and famous as a tourist destination among travelers. And well, as it was one of the candidates, as I realized that it's one of the candidates of World Expo 2030, I was feeling like I need to do my best to help this amazing city to host 2030 World Expo and welcome people from all over the world to come to Busan and experience all of it in person.
Right. And Jaiswal, what prompted you to join Expo Friends?
Well, I have always been passionate about learning and exploring new things, especially when it comes to technology and innovations. Joining Expo Friends was a natural choice for me, as it not only allows me to be a part of the exciting World Expo 2030 event, but also gives me the opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals from different backgrounds and cultures. I'm looking forward to sharing my knowledge and experiences, learning from others, and contributing to the success of the event as an Expo Friend.
Right. Farnaz, the International Exposition delegation was there in Busan last week for an on-site inspection about Busan's prospects with regard to hosting the 2030 World Expo. Now, I understand the public euphoria there was rather remarkable. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Exactly. So, as you know, last week, as you mentioned last week, IBE International Bureau of Expositions delegation arrived in Korea on Sunday, April 2nd, and came to Busan the day after that. They were here for an on-site inspection to evaluate Busan's bid to host the event. So, by their arrival at Busan Station on Monday, thousands of people were welcoming them. There were Expo Friends, Busan City officials, people from different countries, some of them in their traditional costume to show the international atmosphere of Busan, as well as many other volunteers and people who love Busan and came to show their support. They were cheering and dancing with the Expo theme songs and also the performances. The night after that, there was a K-culture night at Busan Cinema Center. That venue is one of the remarkable locations for big events with the outdoor cinemas and LED ceiling. And even it was rainy, IBE team could experience K-pop concert as well as Philharmonic Orchestra by Korean musicians and performers. They had other visits and meetings, of course, but the special night was last Thursday called Night of Lights, which was planned to hold the largest scale of fireworks in Busan at Gwangali Beach. I can't describe how wonderful the atmosphere was. Usually, Busan fireworks is held in October, well, last year, which was postponed due to Itaewon tragedy, to December. For all, the weather is usually really cold, especially at the beach, but last Thursday, the weather was actually perfect, and there were just lights in the sky, hundreds of people coming to support Busan and enjoy the fireworks. And the fireworks were actually dancing in the sky, perfectly matched with the music, which varied from Korean classics to K-pops, like famous K-pop songs and famous non-Korean songs. And I could actually see that the IBE team were really enjoying their time. Hopefully they did. The BIE delegation left South Korea on April 7th, the day after the fireworks, and I really hope they had good time here and found here the right place and right venue to host 2030 World Expo.
Right. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they had a great time. I mean, they did say that Busan had all the qualities necessary to host a World Expo, so hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed for that. In the meantime, Jaiswal, do share with us some of the other work as a member of Expo Friends.
Well, as a member of Busan Expo Friends, I have been actively involved in promoting the upcoming 2030 World Expo through various activities such as social media promotion, community outreach, and volunteer work. Specifically, I have been contributing to the development of the digital content to raise awareness about the Expo and its themes, as well as assisting with on-site operations during pre-Expo events. And I have also participated in training sessions to enhance my knowledge and skills related to the Expo and its sub-themes. Overall, it has been a fulfilling experience to be a part of this global event and to contribute to its success in my own small way.
Right, good to know. Farnaz, Busan's strongest rival is reportedly Riyadh. And that being said, what can you tell us about the potential merit that Busan holds over Riyadh?
Well, Busan and Riyadh are two dynamic cities that are both competing to host the 2030 World Expo. While both cities have unique features and attractions, they also have much in common. Well, both cities have invested significantly in modern transportation infrastructure, promoting local governance and innovation with unique features that make them ideal candidates for the World Expo. Busan's stunning natural resources, celebrated cultural festivals, and historical sites make it an attractive choice. Similarly, Riyadh, a diverse economy, rich cultural heritage, and modern transportation system make it an equally strong contender. Ultimately, the decision on which city will host the 2030 World Expo will depend on, of course, various factors such as infrastructure, security, and sustainability. In Busan, the city has implemented various sustainability initiatives such as the Busan Eco Delta projects. Busan's history is one of supporting those who are in need of a home and building toward a better tomorrow. Well, look at how the city withstood with the siege during the Korean War and welcomed North Korean refugees into the city, and it helped a country go one of the fastest and vibrant economies on the planet. Busan is a welcoming city that sees millions of visitors a year come to enjoy the ocean, climb the numerous mountains, and visits the countless attractions. And yeah, it is a city that has its own personality. it does all of this without exporting vast amounts of natural resources that contributes to global warming. And so we all hope for Busan. I mean, comparing to Riyadh, we hope for Busan to be, the host of 2030 World Expo.
Right, we do. And adding on to what Farnaz has said, Jaiswal, one of the sub-themes shared by the port city of Busan for the 2030 World Expo is technology for humanity. Now, as a scholar in dental education, what do you believe does Busan have to offer with regard to medical advancements?
As a scholar in dental education, I believe that Busan has a lot to offer in terms of medical advancement, especially with its focus on technology for humanity for the 2030 World Expo. With its cutting-edge technology and research facilities, Busan can provide significant breakthroughs in dental and medical care. The city has already made strides in advanced dental techniques such as computer-aided design and 3D surgeries and manufacturing of dental prosthetics, as well as 3D printing for dental application. Busan's commitment to using technology to improve healthcare, along with its growing reputation as a hub for medical research and innovation, make it an exciting destination for scholars and practitioners in the field of dental education.
Right. Farnaz, as you mentioned earlier, you're also a popular influencer. We've seen a bit of your content earlier on. Could you tell us a bit more about your online activities and perhaps a response from your viewers?
Thank you so much. Well, I always like to share my stories and experiences and learn from others and share with others. Social media gave me the chance to share my experiences with millions of people. I started my Instagram about 8 years ago by only posting photos from Busan and Korea, and started to write more about my life here. As I could see, people were more interested and like the stories I was sharing with them, I got the motivation to create more contents. And well, I like to post not only about beautiful attractions of Busan, but also write about the culture and stories behind each place or event or concept in Korea. I took photos and posted them, and people started to, well, compliment on them. And this was the feeling about Busan, which I was feeling like I need to show it to more people to see the beautiful Busan. So basically, my page was famous for its live streams, either from different attractions or exhibitions, or walk with me around the city. And this made me, after receiving people's comments about they actually felt like they are there in the spot. So this gave me the idea of starting my own startup called Farnaz Tourism, and people would join as to live tours and experience different spots. And little by little, this actually made it become like more attractive to the audience. So this was like about a year going on, and I just want to say that I have amazing followers, which I call them friends, which are like from Iran, from different countries, and they always gave me great support with all respect. And of course, I want to mention to those who have been active and contributed even a little bit to the life freedom movement in Iran in the past 7 months. Some of my followers probably are watching me right now, so I want to say just 2 words in Persian to them. Salam, ashaqatunam.
Right, thank you for those words, Farnaz. Jaiswal, you've been sharing quite a bit about travel in Busan online. What places, Jaiswal, do you recommend to first-time visitors?
Well, based on my experience, I think Hyundai Beach is highly recommended for first-time visitors. Well, it is the most famous beach in Busan and attracts many tourists every year. The beach is well maintained and the water is clean, making it an ideal place for swimming, sunbathing, and other water activities. In addition to the beach, Hyundai also has a lively atmosphere with many restaurants, cafes, and shops that cater to tourists. Visitors can also take a stroll along the nearby, Dongbek Island, or visit the Busan Aquarium, which is located near the beach. overall, I think Hyundai Beach is a must-visit destination for anyone traveling to Busan for the first time.
Well, I would have to agree right there. Farnaz, let's end then with a few words about your future agenda as a member of Expo Friends.
We still have a lot to do to support this wonderful city and help all together for Busan to be the host of 2030 World Expo. Well, creating more contents, post them in different social media platforms with related hashtags, which is, I think, very important for all of us, as we know how important is the social media. We just keep continuing, we just keep going to pursue helping Busan officials to cover the events related to World Expo and the concepts all together as an Expo friend here in Busan.
Right, and Jaiswal, what's on your schedule as an Expo friend?
Well, I will keep on making contents regarding Busan tourist places, and this time with very high enthusiasm, as this is the last opportunity for us to showcase Busan's lively atmosphere in every single way. So, fighting Busan, we will win.
Right, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Farnaz, before we go, actually, can I ask you just one more question about the response perhaps to K-dramas over there in perhaps Iran? I understand they're quite popular, K-contents, including their dramas and movies, as well as music. I understand dramas are a bit more popular there. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Well, this is like amazingly popular, K-pop and K-dramas. Honestly, I wasn't exactly like following all details, but the people of Iran, they messaged me with like, oh, please like cover this event that's going on, or this person or this celebrity is going to be at this spot at this moment. So they have a lot of information about K-pop and K-drama, and it has been, I guess, like other places around the world, it has been so popular among a specific group of people in Iran, and this has made them to really be their big dream to travel to Korea and actually experience what they have seen in K-dramas, or maybe be at the spots that their K-pop singers and musicians were.
Right, and stay with the same question, very briefly speaking, Jaiswal, what can you tell us about the popularity of K-dramas, movies and music there in India? I mean, I love, of course, like I was telling you earlier in the program, I love Natu Natu. Is that kind of popularity also the same for Korean content in India?
You know, actually, among youngsters, BTS is quite popular, and along with that, K-drama. You know, with K-drama, they feel like the Korea is a dreamland for them. So I think there are a specific group of people, especially the youngsters and adolescent group, they really love Korea in every single way.
I see. Good to know. All right. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you very much for joining us live, Jaiswal, with your thoughts and your time, of course. And Farnaz, it's been a pleasure talking to you as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Right. Well, on that note, we end this edition of Issues and Insiders. Thank you for watching. See you same time tomorrow. That would be Friday.